Greetings, Aquarius. Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And today we're going to go ahead and take a look at your January 2024 love reading. So this will be a two-part reading. We're going to do singles first. So if you are single, ready to mingle, might have like some interesting characters that are in the mix, or you just want some more insight on love, then we'll go ahead and do your reading first, and then we will do couples. So anyone who has come to this reading about a particular person, will go ahead and tap into that energy between you and your person and that dynamic in the relationship, okay? Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. But first, let's go ahead and set the intention that this is for the sign of Aquarius. So if it is in your sun, your moon, your rising, and particularly your Venus, then it is my sincerest intention that this reading can resonate with you in some capacity and that you are able to receive these messages and apply them to your own life. And of course, always for your highest good, okay? Let's go ahead and get started. I would just like to remind all of my Aquariuses, if you have been here before, please comment, like, subscribe. I would really like a subscription from you. Let's get it. All right. So single Aquariuses, let's check out your energy and love. What is your dynamic, or what is the energy for love in January 2024? Okay. Okay. The first card that came out for you was the Hangman, which really insinuates that you are either in a sacrificial mode where you're just like, if I can't have what I want, then I'm not going to take anything at all. Meaning that you're being very reasonable and rational about things, and you're just trying to balance things. So if something is not reciprocal, or if it's something that just doesn't like vibe well with you, you're kind of releasing it, right? You're prioritizing balance in your life at this time, right? I do think that you are looking for a higher level of commitment, something that has a little more, something that has like a little bit more structure or rules to it, okay? But that Hangman also indicates that you, you're first of all, you could be sacrificing casual encounters, right? You're just like, nah, I don't really want that because that's not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that has a long-term commitment, attached to it. Or the Hangman could also indicate that you're waiting for that, right? Because the Hangman is this waiting energy where you're just kind of in limbo, like you're not really where you want to be, but at the same time you're not looking and you're not pushing either. So the Hangman is just about waiting and just like expecting that the universe is going to provide for you as long as you keep this temperate approach to your life, okay? All right, so that's the energy I see you in for this month. So let's see for my Aquariuses, what works for you, Aquarius? What is something that works for you? Show me what works for Aquarius. So that is the ways and what makes you attractive, or what is favorable in your life in regards to love this month. Okay. Okay. I feel like, and your card came out here too. Okay. I feel like you've been down, your history is kind of showing on you right now, okay? So that Nine of Wands talks about like you've been through all of the scenarios, okay? You've been through it all, and there might have been times where you're just like, you know what, maybe the single life is just for me. Maybe I just need to like stick to my routine and just do what I've been doing, right? And if it comes, great. If it doesn't, that's okay too. So I feel like you're like okay with that. Like you've been like holding this bag by yourself and being really okay in your own energy. But at the same time, you are also willing to take that chance if it presents itself to you, right? And it could, and needs to present itself to you in like something that's worth you feel taking a step towards. or risk towards, okay? I do feel like there is still this like hopeless romantic in you, right? Even though you're being very practical right now and you're working really hard at other facets of your life, okay? So you could be like squashing like a lot of your goals, like if it is in regards to personal relationships, hobbies, your career, your personal objectives or goals. Like I feel like you're doing well in those parts. And you're just missing this element of a particular style or brand of love that you really want, but you still have a quite optimistic approach or expectation that's out there too, where you're okay to just kind of wait, okay? And with that hangman energy is your original dynamic. I feel that you're not doing too much to attract it. You are just waiting for the chance, perhaps, to run across something that tickles your fancy, right? Something that speaks to you in a deeper way. And let's say, what doesn't work for you? So Aquarius, what are the circumstances that could be outside of yourself, or perhaps some internal things that you've kind of got to sort through that is not working for you, okay? So let's say, what is not working for Aquarius in January? Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups means you could be kind of dreamy and not really focused, not really realistic about your expectations or those people or it could just mean like you're spoiled for choice as well, because that Seven of Cups is just like yeah, it's just like having your, hold on. Okay. Eight of Cups. And the Four of Swords. Okay. This is really what I see. One of two stories. You have a lot of options, because Seven of Cups talks about a lot of options. And with those options, you want to walk away from every single one of them, because it's just not really what you want. And so you're choosing to just kind of rest and stay in this contemplative energy, right? So what this tells me is that you aren't really going out there. You're more in your heart, I would say, about you needing things to speak to you on an emotional level. And then when they don't, you just kind of walk away very quickly. So it's like, I'm not sure if you know, like you can't necessarily put your finger on what exactly you're looking for, right? But you understand it to be a feeling. And when you experience that, you just want to know that, you just want to know what it is, right? And I feel like in the meantime, you're just kind of resting until you do find that. So the reason why that's not working is because that could be perhaps, like, I'm not saying it's unrealistic, but it's very like singular in its approach, right? It doesn't incorporate, it doesn't have like a lot of other factors to consider, right? When you're just going off of a feeling, but it's not, feelings aren't things you can necessarily describe, right? I'm not sure if this is really up to a description. I think this is really, because look, we've got you waiting, and we've also got you just very hopeful, right? Hopeful to take a chance, but also in your head about things, about other people that are around you that could be potential options, right? But you're like, nah, I'm good. I'd rather just kind of walk away from it and just wait, right? And just wait for that feeling to come. That's the feeling I'm getting, right, from this reading. So, Aquarius, pretty interesting reading for you. I see you in one way being very attached to an emotional response that you want to have, but at the same time being detached mentally from it as well. So I don't know, that's something like, that's a little of a conflict when it comes to like, if you really want to attract what you are looking for, right? There could be some conflict in that in some way, okay? So it's like a head and a heart thing are not quite matching, right, in that level. So one thing we are missing here, there are no swords here. So I feel like everything here is about this emotional feeling and this emotional depth that you really want to experience. Or there are swords here. There's this Four of Swords, which is about resting. But anyway, that's what I got for you, dear Aquarius, dear single Aquarius. I hope that resonates. Please do subscribe, comment, like, all of that jazz. Stay tuned for couples. All right, let's go ahead and get into our coupled Aquariuses. So if you have come to this reading with a particular person in mind and you'd like to just get a quick energetic feel of what the dynamic is for the month of January, let's go ahead and take a look at that dynamic. All right, so we are using the Light Seers Tarot to pull your messages for you, Aquarius. And then we are using the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but this is in this beautiful rose and white coloring, okay? We'll close out the reading with some advice from the Romance Angels Oracle. And then that'll be it, all right? So if you have been to this channel more than one time, I would really appreciate a subscription. If you have not subscribed already, comment, like, all of that jazz, all right? Okay, so for this month of January, for my coupled Aquariuses, let's see your energy in this connection in January. What is Aquarius's energy in this connection? Right off the bat. Mayhem. All right. No, seriously, mayhem. So I've got the energy here I've got is the Tower. Something unexpected has just gone down. That you're really trying to sort through and decide, like, if it what was the cause, or you could be thinking about it in some way. Whatever it is, it's something that's left you feeling out of sorts, right? Maybe left out. This could have even affected your resource world in some way, right? Where your money is suffering in some way. But I see you on the, like, reeling from that and really, like, trying to process it at this time. Trying to process what to do or how to feel, or, you know, what's next, right, in that way. But it's definitely something unexpected. And I'm just going to, I don't typically do this, but the towers are events that we didn't see coming. It's like almost feeling like the rug was pulled from underneath you, like it's just like a sudden. Let's clarify that, actually. Let's clarify this Tower. Clarify the Tower in this spread for Aquarius. Okay, Seven of Cups. Could have been in denial about it with that Seven of Cups. It's definitely something that was communicated to you, right? So the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Wands talks about something that you heard, or something, there was some type of like process of communication about something being cleared up, right? The Seven of Cups talks about literally it's like having your head in the clouds, right? It's like not being able to see something and then boom, like, because that Eight of Wands is very quick and it just like kind of comes to you and it's just like boom, and then it's just this it was just like a heartbreak. Like I don't know about a heartbreak per se, but it was definitely something unexpected in this relationship that kind of popped up as a result of something that came very fast at you. Perhaps it was like something that was said, something you saw. Okay. Let's check out your person. So for Aquarius, show me Aquarius's person. Okay, for the month of January, your person is the Six of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. There's something about their past that's highlighted here. Taking a chance on their past, maybe? Did you read maybe something about... And the Four Swords. So your person is in this like meditative state, like they're thinking about something, about a chance from something in the past. Okay. Because that Wheel of Fortune definitely talks about an opportunity, right? It's a chance to do something. Maybe a chance to rectify the past, chance to change some things in the past. Maybe somebody from the past came back, someone that they told you not to worry about, and it was that person to worry about, because that Four of Swords is like, no, that's nothing, you know? It's just maybe they're thinking about that too, about what to do about this. What to do about this chance, opportunity, about this past. Okay? So that's your person. That's the energy that they're into. You're either with this message or you're not, because this is a very specific reading for an Aquarius. Let's see the dynamic. So outside of this weird energy that's happening right now, this tower moments, these unexpected events happening that are affecting you in a way where you feel like you're on the outside of things, you're thinking about what to do. Your person's just like, oh, the past has entered the chat. What should I do about it? Like, should I take a chance? Should I stay with Aquarius? It's giving me that energy, right? And this is for the month of January. But let's check out the dynamic of this partnership. So what does the relationship between the two of you look like, okay? And we'll pull 6 cards, 3 from you and 3 from your person. Okay, so I see you in this Knight of Cups. You were very, like, romantic in this relationship. Really showing your person that you cared about them, doing all of the things. Maybe not, sometimes feeling like, not quite sure, but like a little bit, you could have either been disinterested in the relationship or wondering like why it's, like what happened in some way. Okay, and the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, so I feel like the dynamic in your relationship has been, you've been doing the work. You've always wanted to do the work in this relationship. You were actively showing your person that you cared about them, like even the small little things that you did. But that 4 of Cups shows that you were a little bit apathetic in some ways. Like, not to say like you're not, you were ungrateful, but it was almost like, is this it? This is like, I do all of this. I show up at your house with all of these like flowers and candy, and I plan all of the dates and I do all of these things for you. And it's just like, you're not really like giving me anything, right? And it just made you feel like the energy was not reciprocated. So you're like, is this really all I get? Okay, you have that feeling, and it made you really go back to the table and start thinking about this relationship. That 7 of Pentacles is like looking at everything that you've put into it and like how much of it you've gotten back in even the slightest way. Okay, so I see that for you. And as at the bottom of the deck, 9 of Swords, right, which is about being a little bit stressed about that. Okay, bless, you don't have to take that. I just saw it and thought that it kind of fit this scenario. Okay, and let's check out the dynamic of your person in this partnership. Who have they been in this partnership? Show me Aquarius, this person. This is the dynamic for them. Judgment, okay. They got another 6 here. And the Magician. And that kind of came in the reverse, but I'm not going to accept reversals in this reading. But so your person came out as really like having a moment of self-realization or an awakening, right, in this partnership with you, about what they wanted to share or who they wanted to share. Because 6 of Pentacles is about, it's charity, but it's also about like giving and receiving. And there's that here we talk about like reciprocation, right? So I feel like they've been looking at this partnership about like who's giving and who's receiving. Like maybe they felt like more of the charity case. Like, I don't know, because in your connection, you've got a higher pinnacle, first of all, because you've got that 7 of Pentacles, which is just like, you are poor. You've been like watering the garden of this relationship. The relationship is a garden. You've been watering it, and you were just feeling like, not seeing the results of any of this, because maybe your person was just the one. Maybe this was you, the giver, and maybe your person is just the taker in that sense, right? And maybe that's just kind of something that they've manifested. I don't know if you would call your person a user in some way. The Magician talks about being able to manifest, but also bring like thoughts into the reality, which is basically what manifestation is, right? So I feel like your person has had the upper hand in some way in this partnership, where they have been able to get kind of what they needed out of this, okay? like they were awakened in this and you were drained. Okay, that's kind of what I'm seeing in this, the dynamic of this. Okay, it's not an even kill. It's not reciprocal. I want to use that word again, but it's not reciprocal. And let's go ahead and just get some advice. So based on this Tower moment, I don't think that you're doing quite too well right now on an emotional level. It's hard to say like where the relationship is in terms of like the connection, if you guys are together or trying to work this out or not. But what I'm really getting is just you feeling a little bit out of sorts. You've got to decide. You've got to make some decisions about what you want to do with this relationship. So let's go ahead and just close this out with some advice, and then we'll do some additional advice with the Romance Angels Oracle. But let's get some advice from the tarot first. Lovers. Okay, you deserve love is what I'm kind of thinking with that. You deserve an equal partnership that is balanced. Yeah, you need to have a new idea about what it means to be in love, what an actual, the idea of a suitable partner for you. Let me just pull one more. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so your advice, honestly, is finding that balance, right? You need to have a new idea of what a relationship is for you. What is a proper relationship for you? Work very hard, because Eight of Pentacles talks about like doing that work that's required, right? Really trying to shed some light or to be like optimistic about what you deserve, right? Optimistic about this new idea of because it's telling me that you need to work at this. You need to work at having a new idea of what you deserve. You could be an Aquarius who has been attracting very similar type characters, right? And so sometimes when we see patterns like that, where it's just like, oh, geez, like, why am I always... If you find yourself in a situation where you always feel like you're giving, your cup runneth over, but no one is filling your cup, and that's kind of what you're finding a lot. It's not that like men or women are BS, right? It's just that there's something inside of you. There's something that you need to work on inside of you. There's something you need to expose inside of you that's going to show you a new way of thinking about a relationship. The relationship you want, the relationship you deserve, right? Based on the energy and the love that you're willing to give, okay? Something that works for you, where you don't feel apathetic. You don't feel you have to be in contempt. You don't feel like you're getting less than you deserve, okay? You don't feel like, oh my God, are they helping me water this garden too? Or am I the only one, okay? Let's go ahead and just get some additional messages from the Romance Angels Oracle. I feel like that was pretty complete, but let's... Romance Angels Oracles. Okay, let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay. Take that message for what it's worth. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So think very carefully about that. Are there perhaps patterns that reach on a deeper level that could even be generational in some way, okay? That are coming from our families, and thinking about those types of things. And I think you're going to have to work to kind of get there. You're going to have to change the way that you think about partnerships. If you are an Aquarius who is finding yourself in situations where you are not getting what you want, and it seems to be like very similar stories, right? New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings, okay? So you might be moving on at last, okay? All right, so Aquarius, that's what I got for you. Those are your messages from the Tarot and the Romance Angels Oracle. I hope that was helpful for anyone who listened to this message in its entirety. Please do comment, like, subscribe for additional content, and I do offer personals. You can find more information to the link of my Calendly in the description of this video and in the About section of the channel. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a beautiful day and a wonderful rest of the month of January. Take care.